Hi everybody, Jeff Gibby. Thanks for clicking on the video. Today, Silas Peters is going to be demonstrating his new 3S Code add-on for the MetaStock program. Silas is a good friend of mine. He's been working for 12 years in the trading industry. Started trading on the Chicago Board of Trade right out of college. The add-on that we've created with him is really, really good. And I have the 1, 2, 3 patterns. So enjoy the video. I'll see you in just a minute.
Hey traders, Silas Peters here from Seasonal Swing Trader and Trades Trading. Very, very excited to announce that the 3S Code indicator and scanner are now available for the MetaStock platform. Now, in just a few moments, we're going to talk about what the 3S Code indicator does and what it is. And of course, the purpose of it is to make our lives easier by finding high probability trades. The best part is that it works on any market in any time frame. It's a price action based strategy. It is my go-to bread and butter strategy. And in fact, it's the first setup and strategy that I learned almost 20 years ago when I started my journey trading. Now, what I'm going to show you and walk you through in just a few moments is what I've been doing for years, but doing it by hand. Now, thanks to technology and programming, and specifically the MetaStock platform, we're able to automate process of finding the setup that gives us not only entry, but gives us profit targets as well as stop or risk levels. So let's go ahead and get right into it and talk about what this 3S Code is. So right now we're looking at a chart of the daily SPY or spiders for the S&P 500. Again, we could be looking at a 1-minute chart of Bitcoin, a weekly chart of Home Depot, or a 4-hour chart of the Canadian dollar. What I'm going to show you works in all markets and all time frames, so it's appropriate for any styles. It's perfect for scalpers, day traders, intermediate swing, as well as position traders. Now, before we get right into the charts, let's actually cover what the pattern is based on and its core principles. Very simply, it's based on the 1, 2, 3 pattern. This is sometimes referred to as the 1, 2, 3 top or 1, 2, 3 bottom. It's a very simple process, but let's walk through it together. So the pattern is comprised of a low, a higher high, and a higher low, and a break of that higher high in the case that we're going long. Same rules apply, but inverse if short. It anticipates a change in trend from up to down on a break below the 2 or B point. Anticipates a change in trend from down to up on a break above the 2 or B point. So let's put this in perspective with some chart examples. So let's first cover the 1, 2, 3 bottom strategy. So as we can see, point 1 is when we find the lowest low or find support and then retraces off that low. That gives us our number 1 or our starting point for the setup. As the market retraces higher and pulls back down, we get our established number 2. You can see that the market is retracing lower, then pauses and retraces back higher. That gives us our established number 3. The market could have come all the way down here, but as long as we don't take out the number 1 swing low, we have a 1, 2, 3. Now, 1, 2, 3 bottom trader knows that we're looking to get long on breaks or closes above the number 2. Let's take a look at the 1, 2, 3 top example. Same rules apply, but only on the opposite situation. So here we have the market trading higher. When we stop making that final high and pull back, we get our number 1. The market trades lower, finding a short-term support, retraces higher, giving us our number 2. And as we stop printing lower highs and pull back down, we have our 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 top traders know that we're looking to get short on breaks or closes below the number 2. Now let's go back to the MetaStock platform. So going back to our SPY example, we see those 1, 2, 3 plots forming in real time. So here we have a 1, 2, 3 top, a 1, 2, 3 bottom, and another 1, 2, 3 bottom. So let's start over here on the left and we'll work through each of these examples. Now, depending on what time frame you're looking at, the number 1 highs or the number 1 lows that start the pattern will be based on a set of variables. Those set of variables could be, say, a 52-week high or 52-week low, or it could be a 6-month high or 6-month low. That setting is able to be set by you, the user. But for this example purposes, we're looking at 6-month highs or 6-month lows. So this right here is telling us we have a red number 1 circle that's a new number 1 high because it's the highest high of the past 6 months. So here we have our number 1. Once we stop making these lower lows and pull up, we get our number 2. And you can see we retrace about 50% of the way. We do not take out the number 1 high, and then we pull back down. 1, 2, 3. So the beautiful part about this pattern, this concept, is we know key objectives, key criteria well in advance. We know our setup is a 1, 2, 3. Now, what is it also giving us? What about the other important ingredients of the recipe? Like, where are our targets? Where's our risk go? And where is our entry? Well, very simply, on a 1, 2, 3 top pattern, our entry is on a break or close below the number 2. And you can see this bar right here took out this number 2 low. So you can see here that this bar right here took out the number 2 low, and then we get our print. Our risk always starts above the number 1 high. Our target for a 1, 2, 3 top pattern is the distance between the high of the 1 measured to the low of the 2 measured down. So here is target 1. So you'll see that right off the bat, it's a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. We talk about in our courses, in our modules, how we can adjust that risk as the market begins to move in our favor. So we can see that the market came down, hit target 1, actually came back to the original entry point, and then back down to hit ultimately target 2. We now have a new 1, 2, 3 bottom. You can see our count starts here because this number 1 is the most recent 6-month low. Again, that setting can be adjusted by you, the user. So here we start the count again, and we have a 1, 2, 3 bottom. This pattern is confirmed when we take out the number 2 high, which occurs on this candle. This candle takes out the number 2 high, and we get our prints. Again, what are these prints? It's the same as the 1, 2, 3 top, but only in inverse. So our risk goes below the number 1 in this case. Instead of above the number 1 for a 1, 2, 3 top, our risk goes below the number 1 for a 1, 2, 3 bottom. And then remember, our first target is the distance between the high of the 2 measured to the low of the 1 measured up. So that's going to give us a profit target up here at 465.75. You can see we just missed it, but all in all, a good solid trade to the upside. As the market continues to roll back over, as we're taking out the number 1 lows, the indicator is looking for new number 1 begin points. So we have just that. This is a new 1. We have a 1, 2, 3. This is the candle that takes out the number 2 high here, and we get our print. Our risk goes below the low of the number 1. Our target is the distance between the number 2 high and the low of the number 1 measured up. And you can see we achieve our target in roughly 2 bars or 2 days. So again, all you've got to do is flip to your favorite chart, your favorite time frame, and you'll see that the 3S code will automatically plot these 1, 2, 3 tops and 1, 2, 3 bottoms for you. Now, for the user that wants more action, more trading action, all you've got to do is go to a different time frame. This example, let's go to, say, the 5-minute. We'll go to the 5-minute chart. Let's blow it up a bit so we can see the action, and we can see all of the signals. If we come back, we can see the last 1, 2, 3 bottom here on a 5-minute time frame. We can see a 1, 2, 3 top, followed by a small 1, 2, 3 bottom, followed by another small 1, 2, 3 bottom, and then we're in the works of getting a 1, 2, 3 setup as of this recording. So these time frames work perfect for the day trader, whether you're a tick trader, you trade on the 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 15 minute, and so on. And we've got lots of students that trade options on these as well. Now, to make finding these even easier, MetaStock has developed a scanner that will help locate these setups for you. So you can create your own custom watch list of those markets that are setting up to trade to the long side and those markets that are setting up to trade to the short side, i.e. scanning for 1, 2, 3 bottom setups and scanning for 1, 2, 3 top setups on your favorite market. Good luck, good trading, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.
Thanks, Silas, for kind of recording that video. I have to say that I love the way that this particular add-on is created, the way it kind of plots on the chart. As you can see right here, you've got the 1, 2, 3 pattern identification. All the levels, the stop loss level, the initial targets, the initial entry level are automatically plotted on the chart and displayed for you. And you're going to get that, it's automatic. The pattern identification is automatic. You get the stop loss, you get the profit targets. It's also customizable. So if you want to go in and adjust the look back methods and the sensitivity, there is a manual method that you can use. And then you can scan on those manual methods that you select as well. So it's a really, really good looking add-on. I like the 1, 2, 3 patterns, the 1, 2, 3 tops, the 1, 2, 3 bottoms. It's also a fully fleshed out add-on for MetaStock. So that means it's going to have an expert advisor that's going to give you full plain English commentary. So you can see that over here. This is an ExxonMobil a commentary snippet, and you can see that it's telling you there's a short position that was found. It's going to tell you what those particular stop levels are. It's going to tell you kind of a little bit about the strategy. And what we've tried to do with these is give you a plain English definition of exactly what's going on the chart and how it should work. Okay, so you're going to get that full commentary. You get the trade management with the stop loss, the initial entry target, and the second target. And you get that all in plain English delivered to you and updated every single time something changes. So in addition to that, one of the things I love, right before I recorded this video, I went out and I did a market scan so I could find anything that had a signal to get in and get out. And I love the ability for MetaStock to do explorations. You can scan any market you're interested in. The fact that we get data from Refinitiv and means that we have thousands and thousands and thousands, 300 exchanges, thousands of stocks. You can scan just about anything that you want. And with the 3S code, you'll be able to scan for the long positions, the short positions, know what's in a maintenance, and all of those scans are kind of all set up and very, very easy to run. For me, I love scanning in MetaStock because it allows me to focus on doing my job most of the day. But there's always just a few minutes at the end of the day that I want to look at the markets and see if I want to make any changes to my position. So convenient with MetaStock to be able to do that. So full market scanning with all of the codes and to be able to find those long entries. There's also a lot included for this this add-on. The Silas Peters add-on is only a $497 one-time cost. And he actually throws in quite a bit with that. You get his private Telegram room. You get the user-defined parameters, and you can match them to your trading style. You get chart pattern principles, a trading course that he offers, as well as a cheat sheet that goes along with that. You get the 25 options strategy guide. You get support from us, as well as Silas and the seasonal trader. But if you ever have questions about how to run an exploration with this, or how to attach an expert advisor, or how to see the signals, give us a call. Send us an email or chat with us. We actually have more people in our support team than we usually have in sales and marketing put together. So our support team is a great asset and available for you in case you have any questions. Okay. In addition to that, Silas does a monthly strategy and scan session where they go in and basically talk about strategy and look at the markets and scan the markets. And you get access to all of those on a monthly basis, as well as all of the recorded sessions. So, and if you're new to MetaStock, if you haven't heard about MetaStock, I'll just tell you that MetaStock's been rated #1 in its price category 29 years straight in a row. I guess that's what straight means, right? But with that, if you've never heard about MetaStock, you should find out why it's rated #1. As part of your purchase, we'll give you a free month to either our real-time or our end-of-day product to go ahead and give everything a go. So to take advantage of that, or if you have questions, give us a call, 800-882-3040 here in the US. If you're international and just want to chat with one of our agents, you go to metastock.com/sales chat. And you're probably watching this video from one of the pages that we've created. You can just order on the page if you want. But get in touch with us if you have any questions, if there's anything we can do to help. 800-882-3040, metastock.com/sales chat. Thanks for watching the video today. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're doing well. And I hope to see you at the next video. Thanks.